In a quiet village surrounded by hills and rivers, there lived a young man named Kavi. He was the son of a farmer. Strong hands, early mornings, simple life. Kavi grew up learning that hard work was everything. Plow the fields, carry water, harvest crops. Sweat was proof of effort. But deep down, he wondered, was effort enough? Because no matter how hard his family worked, they barely got by. Every year during harvest season, Kavi watched trucks from neighboring farms filled with more crops, better tools, healthier soil, and yet those farmers didn't look more tired. They looked calmer, even happier. Kavi asked his father, "Why do we work harder but earn less?" His father shrugged. "We do what we've always done." That answer didn't sit well with Kavi. One afternoon, while taking a break near the village well, Kavi met an old farmer named Hari. Hari owned the biggest farm in the region, yet rarely seemed in a rush. Curious, Kavi asked, "What's your secret?" Hari smiled and replied, "Want to know how I grow more with less effort? Let me tell you a story." Hari pointed to a nearby tree and began, "Years ago, I was like you, digging with my hands, carrying water in buckets, thinking sweat was success. One summer, I noticed birds gathering at a dry patch of land. Every day, they pecked at the soil. I thought they were foolish. But one day, I followed them. They led me to a natural spring underground. Water, right beneath my feet. All that time I was running to the river. It was already here." He paused and said, "From that day, I stopped working harder and started working smarter." Kavi listened, unsure. "So, you just got lucky?" he asked. Hari laughed. "No, I paid attention. I observed. I questioned what others didn't. And then I acted, not with more effort, but with more thought." He continued, "Most people work like they're fighting the land, but if you understand the land, it helps you." Inspired, Kavi went home and began studying his own farm. The sunlight, the soil, the water paths. He noticed how one corner of the land stayed dry no matter how much he watered. He tested planting in rows instead of patches, created a simple canal, and stopped overwatering. Within a season, his crops grew stronger. He worked fewer hours, but made smarter moves. Other farmers noticed. His father was stunned. A year later, Kavi doubled the harvest on the same land. But more than the crops, something else had changed. His mindset. He no longer glorified exhaustion. He valued awareness, patience, observation, and bold thinking. The village started asking him for advice, and he always began with the same question: what if there's a better way? Years later, Kavi became a community leader, helping young farmers shift from survival to strategy. When asked about his success, he never bragged about his land or profit. He simply said, "I stopped doing more and started thinking bigger." Then he'd pause and add, "Smart work isn't the opposite of hard work, it's the upgrade, and those who upgrade grow faster."